What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is my boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another crazy video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So let's discuss about politics. Most importantly, what is happening currently in Nigeria, and that has to do with the insecurity we are facing. And a lot of Nigeria think that the president Muhammadu Buhari is kind of like confused and doesn't know what he should do concerning the insecurity. In fact, recently he said he's eager to leave government. So for those of you who are thinking that he's going to extend his seat as a president, come on, he has already told you that he's not going to extend anything, that he's looking forward to leave government. And he recently had another Security Council meeting. Well, I'm going to go there. But firstly, check out this video, guys. It shows a politician sharing the sum of 500 Naira each. A politician from the north sharing 500 Naira each to buy votes. And as soon as he gives you the 500 Naira, his aide that is coming, that is also working alongside him, will collect your PVC, your voter's card. Take 500 Naira, give me your voter's card. Take 500 Naira, give me your voter's card. You see what poverty has caused. People selling their entire future, not just their future, selling the future of their unborn children, selling the future of their children, selling the future of their generation because of 500 Naira. What can 500 Naira buy for you lately? Don't you know $1 is even more than 500 Naira? $1 now is equivalent to 710 Naira. If it, as of today, I think it's like 720 or 230 Naira. $1 is equivalent to that, and you are selling your entire future, your generation to come. You are bargaining your generation to come with a token of 500 Naira, less than $1. Damn it, this country. People need to be wise. And meanwhile, talking about so many things Buhari is facing when it comes to security, ASUU strike, the dollar crisis, NEPA, fuel scarcity. So many stuff. And most importantly, this dollar is something that is really, really worrisome. And this one is coming from Daddy Freeze. Few months ago, Pastor Adeboye, I think not few months, years ago, Pastor Adeboye preached and he said a prayer. He said, either the IMF likes it or not, I decree the Naira will rise again. Arrest the arrester. That was coming from Pastor Adeboye a few years ago. Then as of now, Daddy Freeze is making mockery of Pastor Adeboye. He said, Naira Marley will definitely rise again. All he needs is a new single. Well, I don't know why he's using Naira Marley in place of that. I think it's sort of disrespectful as well to Naira Marley. He should be extremely careful not to get Naira Marley to start beefing you. Well, guys, that is that. Well, the security situation is so daring, like it's even frightening me. If I'm not gonna lie you, I don't really feel safe. I'm worried to even buy stuff, invest stuff. I'm even worried about it. It's not a joke. Some of you might take it as a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. I'm afraid to even do anything. People are afraid. People are scared. Like they need the government that will say, you know what? Don't be afraid. Once and for all, they crop this thing. But they still had another Security Council meeting. And, every now and then they keep holding that meeting. If I'm the president, I think I will feel ashamed somehow. I will hold a meeting first. On the next few days, something else happened. I will hold another meeting again. Another few days, something else happened. I will hold another meeting again. Another few days, something else happened. Me, I go provoke. I go tell una say, see, If anything happen again, I will sack all of you now. I will sack all of you now. Well, like I've said before, we are just the citizens, and we do not exactly know what is happening, what they are saying. All we just need, we do not care what they are saying, how they are going about it. All we need is we need a country that is secured, that we can move around. I can move from here to Kaduna, to Kano, to Lagos, to anywhere without any fear of being kidnapped. I think the only fear I should be having is accident. And if the driver drives well, I will be safe. I don't want to be afraid of kidnap or any bandit or a bandit that is trying to banditry me. Come on, man. Well, we have so much to talk about, and there was this recent interview with Femi Adesina, who is among Buhari's aide. He tried as much as possible to try to defend the Buhari security situation. That's exactly what his aides are trying to do now. At least we do not even expect them to say, no, we want Buhari to go, or Buhari is not doing well. He's being paid by Buhari, that's his boss. So he no matter what, he just has to defend his boss. So whenever we are trying to interview, or people, all those interviewer, TV station are trying to interview Buhari's aide, we shouldn't expect them to come there to criticize Buhari. It's impossible. Or say the truth. It's impossible.
Perhaps we might want to anchor on this. First, I'd like to know whether or not the president will take a political move to douse the tension in the Senate, whether or not the minority lawmakers mean what they say, whether they are going to, I'm not sure any president will open his eyes or look on as an impeachment move is going to be made on him. This is not the first time we are hearing this in the country, but would there be any political move by the president to react to address the situation, politically speaking?
Okay, before I take that, let me add to the last response I made. Some of those who spoke also referred to NSAS, that what is going to happen is going to be worse than NSAS. Now the question is NSAS something anybody should do in Nigeria? NSAS was anarchy. NSAS was carnage. NSAS was cannibalism. NSAS was all that was wrong with the society. Now for anybody, whether lawyer or not, whether labor leader or not, to say what is coming is going to be worse than NSAS, that person is an anarchist. I repeat it, pure and simple, an anarchist. Now to your question, what will the president do? The National Assembly has a self-regulating mechanism. It is so composed that minorities cannot have their way. They cannot force things down the throats of the majority. Unfortunately, in that chamber or in the two chambers, you have sensible people who will say, no, yes, we have a challenge of security in the country. The president is doing his best. It has been addressed. Let us continue to encourage the security agencies to even do better. If the president is not coming to wave a magic wand and solve this problem, nobody has that magic wand. It is something that will be done methodically. It is something that will be done systematically. It is something that will be done by the affliction of time. It is not going to be by a magic wand. There's no magic wand to solve this kind of problem.
Quickly, Mr.
I don't know why they keep calling NSAS, and they say, according to him, he said NSAS was a cannibalist. Anarchy was the worst thing that will ever happen to Nigeria. Come on, man. I think they should leave NSAS alone. And you know, with the impeachment, the minority leader, of course, the PDP, are trying to impeach President Muhammadu Buhari. In fact, when they had that issue, when they were sitting in the Senate, when they had that issue, the minority stepped out and they were chanting, Buhari must go, Buhari must go, Buhari must go, and all the rest. But this is not the first time they are trying to impeach a president. It's not the first time, and it doesn't really scale through. They will just brag about it, and that's it. After all, they are the minority. They are also the majority. That is what the irony about the thing, though. That's just the irony. So, and also we saw Falana was definitely, of course, you know Falana, the popular Nigeria musician's father, the fast father. Not just that, it's not all, he cannot even be associated. Of course, he should be associated with his child. Falana has a own reputation even way before fast. So he's a really strong Nigerian activist. And recently, while they were having this NLC strike, that we are solidarity with, that have solidarity, a connection with the ASUU strike. So this is what he has to say.
He has said that the sanctions to go back to Katsina. We are asking him to rush back home and leave Nigeria in peace. The president is tired. Boko Haram boys are taking over Abuja. Yesterday there was another attack. In fact, they were going to attack the law school. They killed about 3 soldiers yesterday. We are telling the government that enough is enough. Enough of killing of our people. Enough of strikes in our tertiary institutions.
Put down your mic now.
For Nigerians and for workers, we want to thank workers. What you have demonstrated today is your capacity to take power in Nigeria. And you must be ready. You must be prepared to snatch power from the enemies of our people. So let them stop deceiving our people that there is no money. We are with you. A few of them, about 400, took loans from our bank. We call them toxic loans. 5.4 trillion is old now. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. This government claims that it wants to spend 6.5 trillion on importation of PMS. We are saying this is fraudulent. We are saying this is unacceptable. We are saying this is corruption. Comrade, I'm leaving you with one word. Please, President Buhari, collect money from 10 of your people, 10 looters, to resolve this problem. One of them was charged on Friday last week. The man has stolen 109 billion. One person. And there are others who have stolen more. And there are others who are stealing more. You know, recently in Abuja, they were using dollars to bribe delegates. We have more dollars in Nigeria than America. America is a cashless.
That is Falana speaking. And when it comes to this ASUU strike and the rest, I think El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, was also a drag in it, and his state lecturer want to also go on a strike. And here he gave out a strict warning. He said, by the special grace of God, I will sack any lecturer that goes on strike in his state. Well, let me read what he wrote. He said, according to him, he said, the acting vice chancellor has assured me that they will resume, but I have asked them to find out if they actually resume work, because I initially instructed that their salary be stopped, but I was later told they didn't join the strike. So I asked that it should be investigated, and those that collected salary and joined the strike will be asked to refund the salary. This is because Nigerian law says no work, no pay. This is the law. So whoever joined the strike will not be paid a salary. We have been telling the council lecturer that they have no problem with the state government. Also, problem is with the federal government. Therefore, why will our staff who have no problem with us join the strike? If this continue, I will wake up one day to sack them all. I swear to God, we will sack them all and declare their position vacant on the page of newspaper. They once did the same thing and we gave them warning. Now they repeat it. I am only waiting to receive the report from the Commissioner for Education. I swear to God, we will sack all those that joined the strike if they refuse to resume work. Well, if our state, I will say I cannot really talk about this thing. I think we should have solidarity with each other. We should be like, of course, we should have we should have cooperation. Huh? But if the state government is paying you guys well, handsomely well, then why should you be going on a strike? You don't have the business with the federal government. If the state government is paying you, then you should go to state government school. If the federal government are messing up, those people work for the federal government should face them. Simple. I kind of like agree with El-Rufai here, but please can you leave your comment below, guys, because I might be wrong and you might have any opinion to share. Try to leave it in the comment below, guys. And of course, the dollar issue that we are still facing in the country. Well, the Senate recently invited the CBN governor Emefiele over the Naira devaluation, and they want him to speak on why the Naira keeps going down, crashing. You know, I don't know what he's going to say again. He will try as much as possible to blame it on something. You know, he blamed it on the cryptocurrency, which they, of course, it was kind of like systematically banned. He also blamed it on the, even that cryptocurrency, they introduced E-Naira. E-Naira, we can't even see it. Then he blamed it on the Aboki FX, and they stopped that site from working. It didn't come down. Then now, the recent one was that he blamed it on the BTC. This Bureau de Change, he blamed it on them. And also later, he blamed it on the fact that Nigerians are using Naira to buy dollar. So he said if you use Naira to buy dollar, you are committing crime and you will be arrested. Now, the Naira keeps crashing. Tell us why. You see, these people, well, let's see what will happen though. Then to end this video, there is one musician who said is Tinubu's in-law. He recently said that Tinubu is not 70 or 60 something years old, as he claimed that Tinubu is 86, I'll be 84 years old. So he said, his name is T Mark. He's a musician. He said, "Dear Yemi, anybody can choose any candidate, but an intelligent person will ask himself the question, do I choose rightly? Is the man qualified? Is he honest? Does he tell us the truth about his age, background, and how he made his money? Is this man healthy enough at 86 to take up the tax of a totally run down country? You see, Tinubu is my in-law. His wife, Remi, is my cousin. Isiriki mother and my Isiriki mother are sisters. I have known Tinubu since the mid-80s personally, and even arranged for him to stay in my stepfather's house in London when he went into exile. I stopped supporting him and stopped family visit etc. when he sold that Buhari to the nation in 2015. My advice to the nation is that this man is absolutely not qualified to become our next president. Respectfully, T Mark." He says his in-law that man is not qualified to run Nigeria. Well, people are talking. It's left for Nigeria to pick their PVC and vote. We saw that video of take 500 naira, give me your PVC. Take 500 naira, give me your PVC. Kai to fiakwa.